Coming hot. Hot.
My name is Max.
This guy is Sam.
We got a camera, some mics, so you know what's happening.
Some shows are great.
And some shows are smart.
Some shows make no sense right from the start.
We try to split the difference.
And try to do it all.
We'll save you the suspense.
Here's
what it's called. This is the Pretty Good Podcast.
Chorus line.
It's the chorus line.
It's the perfect time.
It's the perfect time to describe what this show is in a few lines. As long as we're not interrupted.
We're back.
We're back. Welcome.
We had a fucking week.
Yeah, we sure did.
Good week.
Good ass week last week. Solid week. Solid weekend. I don't know about yours. Mine was good.
We did a stand up again.
We did another one for you, for our fans, and mainly for ourselves.
Cause it's so fucking fun.
So fucking fun.
Should we review?
Let's review.
Do you have yours? Or I think I've got both of ours.
Yeah, I think you have both of them. I can pull mine up if that's easier.
I'm at yours now.
Okay.
If you want that.
Yeah, let's just do that.
Okay. Ready?
Ready.
There's Sexy Long!
Woo.
Hello. I apologize for breaking the two cardinal rules of being on stage. I'm wearing shorts and sandals today. So those of you in the front row, I hope you're enjoying the prime view of my thick little piggies here. Boing. Anyways, so I was riding my bike around town today. Just got your bike, so feeling good. I was at my grandparents' house getting some free food, as one does, and my grandpa was leaving the house and he goes, "Man, are you wearing a helmet?" I'm like, "Man, I don't have any. I got one I ordered." And he's like, "Man, I wish you would wear a goddamn helmet out there." And I was like, "Grandpa, you just rode your moped home from the bar and you're not wearing a goddamn helmet. I'm not gonna go look like a dork out there just because you love me or whatever, okay?" So, I have a job.
Thoughts on that?
I definitely thought that one was going to do better, but I guess people don't find it funny when you throw, like, people's love in their face or whatever.
Yeah, it's a touchy one because some people never got love.
That's true.
So maybe
think about that.
Maybe the whole crowd is a bunch of.
I also thought just like maybe I didn't give enough pause after because I noticed people laughing like after I said like you want me to wear a helmet, and then some people laughed after like you just rode your moped home from the bar, and then after that I kind of lost them, and maybe it's because I'm going too fast. But I also feel like maybe I should have just stopped there.
Yeah. I'm sure if you tweaked the punchline, maybe like a stronger ending, I feel like would help.
Yeah, that definitely would help. There really was no ending. A lot of my like stories and stuff don't have great endings, and so like it's kind of just I get some laughs in the middle, and then there's like no big finish. I feel like, and I need to like workshop that a lot more and actually like sit down and spend some time on it.
Well, I feel that. Onward.
Like a lot of people, I guess, except my roommate. And this job, it's I guess people would say it's kind of a job for degenerates. Maybe not. I don't know. It's a bad job. It hurts people's feelings. It's not like bad, like dealing crack bad, but like at least crack dealers make their clients happy. I'm like just telemarketing or whatever, so it's like just calling people if they don't expect it, they don't want to talk. I mean, you can classify it as phone rape if you want to, but I call a lot of people and I get a lot of colorful responses. And
can we pause it?
Call this guy.
Why did no one laugh when I said phone rape?
I think similar to what you just said, I think you needed more pauses. I think you told the story, you didn't stop at all.
Okay.
You were like, it's a job for degenerates, it's a job for blah, 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 it's a blah, blah, blah. It could be fun right if you want, I'm a telemarketer, blah, blah, blah. And so, like...
I think that's probably maybe something that just, like, I'll get better at as I'm on stage more.
I feel like if you, like, got
and, like, practicing, like, in the mirror maybe, I don't know.
Well, I feel like if you just... like maybe had like whatever your examples, it's a job for degenerates, it's a job for this, job for that. If you had those and just spread those out more, then I think you'd be fine. I think you might have just rushed it.
I was worried about the 3 minutes, to be honest, because I knew that like the first one I did a couple weeks ago was 4, and so I was just like, fuck. Onward.
A couple weeks ago, and I like to be honest. Hey man. My name's Samson. This is a cold call. You know, I'm sorry. Sorry to interrupt you. I hope you're not too busy. And
I just feel like it didn't build up to you being a telemarketer.
Yeah.
That hard. Like,
I kind of like said telemarketer like really fast, like after I said the crack dealer line. And so like if I had been like, you know, it's not crack dealer bad, maybe give another example, like
there you go.
And like be like, I mean, I'm not shoveling shit, but at least like, and then give another example, but at least the horse would be happy. And then like there's definitely other things I can do, and like yeah, I just got to spread it out I definitely dropped the telemarketer line, and I don't think anybody really heard me say it. And there was also a decent, like, I feel like at the beginning of my set the room was quiet, and then like within 30 seconds there was so much chatter going on.
Yeah, I feel like you can hear people like ordering drinks.
Yeah.
he just kind of goes, why don't you get a real job, right? And you know, this is my first like job out of college. I've got a degree. I had to have the degree to apply. I have insurance. That seems pretty real. A salary. That's about as real as it gets, in my opinion. But you know, anyways, he's like, and plus you called me on my cell phone number, and I was like, dude, that's sick. I'm also calling from my cell phone, so we got each other's numbers. We can link up later, you know, if you want. And you know, he's like, how'd you even get this number? I'm like, well, my boss.
That part, perfect.
Thank you.
He told me to call you, so I did. And he's just pissed, and then he hangs up, obviously. And you know, it's whatever, but like, I know I have a real job, okay? I'm just trying to do it out here. A lot of responses I get range from anywhere to like, go fuck yourself, to, you know, a lot of people, yeah, that's pretty much it. But a lot of people, sometimes I'll like call somebody, they'll answer, and I'll be like, hey, you got like 30 seconds to talk about email marketing? And they're like, listen, man, I'm in a meeting right now. I'm like, listen, man, it's pretty rude to answer the phone in the middle of a meeting. Like, come on. But I lost my car the other day. You ever get blacked out and lose your car downtown? Yeah, I had a friend park it, and then I blacked out more and had another friend park it elsewhere. Filed a police report, and then got a text message while talking to the police that my car was around the corner. And that guy looked at me. I've never felt more disappointment in my entire life. But anyways, as Alec Baldwin says, you know, ABC can always be closing. So as a salesman, I gotta close this off here. Thanks, everybody.
I think if you just slowed down.
Yeah, I kept like just thinking that in my head as listening to it back now. Like, I need to slow the fuck down.
I got a text message while talking to.
Like, I feel like if you, I don't know, like that story about losing your car is funny, but I feel like you didn't give it the start and finish it needed.
Yeah, I was really worried on time for that one, and so I was trying to like make it as quick as, like, because I really did, like, on the last one, I like wrote out exactly what I was going to say and read it. And on this one, I did kind of what you did, where I did like bullet points of just like reminders of lines, and then I just kind of winged it.
Did you, you had your note card in your hand. Did you look at it at all?
I don't think I did,
Yeah.
actually.
I had some notes in mine too that I did not look at.
Yeah, I don't think I even glanced at it, to be honest.
But then also, speaking of time, that one lady that went like 2 minutes over where the red light was flashing on her for like 2 minutes, and after it was flashing for like 1 minute, she was like, anybody have any questions?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like anyone knew who she was?
Yeah, I don't know who she was.
Rude. She was from Oregon.
She acted like it.
She was like, do people from Idaho get fishing jokes? Good, because I got one.
They weren't even really jokes. They were just like pickup lines.
I didn't mind her up until she started running the clock.
Yeah.
And
Just
I was like, do you not see the fucking light? It's the one thing you can probably see up there.
She was like very like I felt like she was unsure of herself up there. Like she's like, I don't know. It's like, yes, Idahoans get fishing jokes. Like, come on, just tell them.
But also, props on her. She kept talking.
Yeah, no, she did.
There was no
talking.
dead space. There was none of that.
She just kept moving it forward.
Yeah, that was good on her.
It was impressive.
Yeah.
It was impressive.
But yeah, I think you could probably keep all your jokes. Just workshop it a smidge.
Yeah, I
Add a
definitely
couple pauses.
I like this like foundation that I've got right now in that first 3 minutes. I just need to definitely workshop it a little bit more. Maybe I should just always wear socks and sandals and shorts, and that should just be my
It's a
opener
good
at all
icebreaker
times.
when you're like, look, guys, I know what I look like.
I have sweaty feet, okay? I need to air these puppies out, or you're all going to be smelling them through the shoes.
I know with these piggies, this shit ain't kosher. So, you know, what can you do? I didn't plan on... Wee!
Sweet! Yeah, so thanks for the notes.
I should add, I'm also not an established comedian, so I know I said I'm just saying what I think I would do based off of the comedy that I've watched and the like.
No, just listening to it, I feel like, if I got it more cadenced and like did some actual timing and be like, okay, pause for laugh here, pause for it's like writing a speech, you got to pause for applause.
Enunciate this word.
But no, I definitely think it's just like listening to it, like I just naturally feel like I need to slow down because like even I can't really like hear when I'm cutting off, and like when I was showing it to coworkers and stuff, they would be like laughing at one joke and then I would continue talking and like they wouldn't hear it, right? Because they're laughing.
I noticed you threw that people don't work like my roommate line in.
Yeah.
Because it worked the last time because the whole audience knew
who my roommate was. I realized that after I said it.
Okay.
I realized that after I said it. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, that I would maybe scrap that
Yeah,
part.
I'm going to scrap that one.
To be like, I guess he's got a roommate that doesn't work. But we're all doing stand-up, so we all also have one of those roommates.
Yeah, so you should get it. I'm out here hustling.
Yeah, but
no, you're right. I think I should scrap that one. And also, like, no, it definitely was. That one was kind of like spur of the moment when Joe was with us because I knew he would get it.
Yeah. But also, like, your jokes, they're not set up to like bomb. They are in this particular set, they were set up to like maybe not get laughs. So unless you're like trying super super edgy shit, which your jokes weren't, like if you have like really edgy jokes is when you can generally like bomb and have like a bad set. But like I don't know, I feel like that if a lot of your jokes are that tame in a good way, that's probably like the worst that could happen.
Yeah.
Like that's, and so like from that.
So I'm being a bitch and I need to get edgier.
Either that, or you could think of it as, at the worst, you'll get a couple murmurs during your set, and you saw how, and it wasn't that bad, I'm sure, at the time for you.
During the, like, watching it back, I'm like, whoa, I thought I got way more laughs.
Yeah.
Because when I was up there, I was like, man, people love me. Until I got to the end, and then I was like, okay, I need to get the fuck out of here.
It was probably because you were just hearing constant sound throughout the whole thing. You're like, that's good.
Yeah, that's true.
Any press is good press.
Yeah, but no, I think I did good, and like I feel good about it. I just definitely need to slow down. I think and probably scrap some stuff and just think more on like closing them off with like some callbacks or like some kind of.
It's just good to have like a definitive ending.
Yeah, I like definitely like feel like my style or whatever. I guess I don't have one yet, but like naturally I feel like I kind of like just like go with that like Bert Kreischer storytelling style, and like, you know, a lot of people do it, right? But like I think I just need to put pen to paper for like a couple hours and figure some shit out.
It also, what I was thinking is when you said like just the storytelling style, when I had like my solo podcast, I've like pulled bits from that before. Yeah. And if you just, it's different when you tell a story when you're just trying to get every bit out and you're not like trying to rush it, because you know when you're like telling somebody a story and like halfway through you're like, I'm really eating up a lot of this person's time. Like, yeah, I don't want to be rude, but it's also like I have so many tangents I could go on. If you like record yourself just telling that story and you're like, this might take 5 minutes to tell, it might take 2 hours, but I'm not gonna try to end it or finish, like, you know, I'm just gonna try to, if I go off on a tangent, I will, and it might be funny, but I'm gonna try to get, and I feel like that could be a good strat.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. That makes sense.
So all it is talking to yourself.
Yeah, and I do that all the fucking time.
Yeah, just record it, and then
I even talk to myself like again at work in front of people, like just walking around in my office, and they're like, "What?" And I'm like, "I'm talking to myself. Leave me alone."
You're ugly. What'd you say? I'm not talking to you.
No, I'll literally be like, I'll be sitting at my desk. I'll be like, "You fucking idiot!" And they're like, "What?" I'm like, "I'm talking to myself. Sorry." But shall we review yours?
Sure.
Now that we're done talking about me,
I want to talk about me now. Okay.
Let's talk about me. Let's talk about you.
I want to talk about. Do you know? Wait. Do you know that song?
Yeah. Kind of.
I want to talk about me. I want to talk about. I want to talk about number one.
Yeah.
Do you know what it's called?
I don't.
Because that's what. Okay. I've been doing this with my dad recently, where there were songs when I was little that he would always murmur, and I would kind of pick up on the melodies of them, or like he would play them in the car, and I remember like 2 sentences from it. And so recently I've been calling him saying like, "Hey, Dad, it's that thing again. I've got some lyrics that I remember from childhood, and I need you to give me the name of the song." And I've found like 4 or 5 new songs because of that.
That's sick, yeah.
But that was a lyric that my dad would always say. I want to talk about me. I want to talk about.
It's a Toby Keith song.
That sounds right.
And it's literally called "I Want to Talk About Me."
Creative. Yeah. One of the songs was what was it called?
Wait, maybe this might not be the right song actually. Now that I'm thinking about it.
One of the songs my dad showed me was by Remedy Motel. And I remember I called my dad. I was like, "Dad, I have some lyrics, and I need you to put these to a song because I cannot. I remember you saying these words, but I can't remember what it was for." And I went, "Your song was like, it's so hard to get on, so easy to get off. It looks like you found yourself a friend. It's too late to turn around." And my dad was like, and we brainstormed for a minute, and we found the song, and it was "Lining Up" by Remedy Motel.
Damn.
They also have a song called "Boise."
No way.
And it's about and it's honestly, I've been trying to find a karaoke version of it because I want to bring it to some place that does karaoke downtown because it's like so fucking Boise.
Really?
And I want to sing it.
When did it come out?
A long time ago.
Yeah. Like 90s or like early 2000s?
Early 2000s. I don't think 90s. But Max's stand-up comedy set. Action.
That's me. Hi. Okay, for this joke to work, you need to know 3 things. One, there's, the third Star Wars, where Anakin gets his legs and arm cut off, and he gets, burnt to a crisp, and then there's a scene where they're putting him back together. Familiar-ish? Okay. So that. Second is that I've done foreplay. And that's not the joke, that's just important to the story. Third, you need to know what queefing is. Everyone on board? Let's go on an adventure. So one time, I was with a gal, and I was about to do the cunnilingus. And it was before that, so foreplay to foreplay. She's lowering herself on.
Right there, I wanted to say before play.
Upon to me, and so this is where you need to know what that Star Wars scene, because there's a scene in that where Anakin's getting put back together, and the mask, the eye parts of it are opening up. If this is gross to you, it's because you think the woman's body's gross, and that says more about you. Just saying. So the mask is coming down, and the eyes are opening up, and it's kind of like when girls are down open, she queefs on your face. It's kind of just like that. So for this joke, I'm conducting research. Basically, I have 3 punchlines. There's a story kind of like that that's true, because I established that I've done foreplay. So 3 punchlines after that story. He was right. This is for short people. Punchline 1. That was how I lost my virginity. I agree. Not that good. Second. That was a crazy family reunion. Roll Tide.
That's amazing.
And third. Because the noise. I know, let's do our podcast. It's pretty good.
That was a pretty fucking flawless set, to be honest. You had a lot of
A
laughs.
fucking football reference, dude?
Yeah. I mean, dude, you
Unheard of for
you
me.
like hit all the demographics. Like, you got football, you got Star Wars, and you got queefs. Like, I don't know who wouldn't love
We
that
had
joke.
sex, we had nerd shit, we had football. Yeah, it's the one. That's
And the whole time you're eating pussy, so women love it.
I'm a gentleman. Chivalry's not dead. That was another joke that I had that I wanted to say after my
Chivalry's not dead.
Yeah, but I forgot. But
I mean,
I think I liked how I structured it different than how I've done, because I've done that joke before.
it was so much better than when you workshopped it in front of us 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. Like,
Yeah.
way better. Like, also, or maybe not, but I just, like, didn't get to see it in front of a full
No, you're
crowd.
right.
But-
It was. I did it better.
But, like, when you like, went, that's how I lost my virginity, and then, like, yeah, I didn't think it's that good either. Yeah, that was bad or whatever. That was, like, so gold.
Good to talk to the audience.
Yeah.
You know? Like to engage.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I was like avoiding the audience, honestly. I was like trying not to make eye contact and like, yeah, maybe that's what I need to do, just start roasting people in the crowd.
I think what I was doing is the first few times I've done that joke to people, I've like not paid attention to the audience and just tried to like say it how I think the right way, but like I did try to listen, and like if anybody said that I don't understand,
Yeah.
then I was gonna try to like double down and reiterate everything.
Mm-hmm.
just because that's where you can find everything and make the joke applicable to everybody.
Yeah. I get that.
But yeah, I had fun doing it, and I'll probably do it again sometime. Yeah, I might workshop it 1 or 2 more times, but I'll probably lock that in.
Yeah.
For the next showcase thing I do.
That's definitely a good one to lock in. If you could do that one and then like one other like of similar length, honestly, that would put you at a solid 5 minutes.
Yeah. I need to put together 15 because the day after that comedy show, we went to see Monica Monica Nevi. And one of her openers, Eugene Basham, who I've worked with and we did the Bodega movie with. He told me he was tempted to call me up on stage.
Really?
But he didn't. But then he said that, he wants me to get a tight set together and then I can go open for people there at that venue. But
hell yeah.
So that's why I need to.
Max making moves out here in 2 days.
Yeah.
That's how we do it.
And that's show business, baby.
And that's show business, baby. And that's how they do it in show business. Hey.
So, give me some notes, though. What would you have wanted in that? Aside from the before play and Chivalry's Not Dead shit that I already mentioned.
I feel like in the beginning, when you're like, so for this joke, you need to know 3 things. I feel like you should like make it like before you say the 3 things, almost like it's gonna be like very like serious. So I don't know, like some more like
build up more what the 3 things are.
Yeah, be like, all right, there's 3 very, very important things that you need to know.
I got a fucking story.
And you have to be, and I would just, I like where you put, and I've done foreplay at the end, like, I think that's good, but I think you should, like, drag the Star Wars scene out a little bit longer, and, like, add in some, like...
I think since I wasn't expecting the audience to know what scene I was talking about so quickly.
Yeah, they were on it fast.
Yeah.
But I think it's because we had, like, an audience that was mostly... Nerds, for sure. And which is probably pretty regular for an open mic of that size.
Yeah.
But, like, if you were, like, you're, like, really getting into the scene, like...
Nerd out about, like, make that a joke, like me
really,
nerding out about it?
Yeah, just like
because
obviously that scene when Obi-Wan and Anakin are fighting and Anakin's about to become Darth Vader and his eyes are all sunken in kind of like mine and like
because obviously everybody knows that the reason that Anakin didn't Obi-Wan gave him every single chance to redeem himself, but Anakin never said anything. The reason why is because, hear me out, is because if you read this book and like nerd out about it that way,
not to like maybe that point, I was thinking more like you're like, and then remember in that one scene like in the lava pit where he like Anakin jumps up and Obi-Wan like slashes like zoom, and then like Anakin's like my legs and like I don't know.
No, I'm not doing that.
Okay.
No, that's funny. It's a different funny than what I was, because the way I was thinking is I would have to memorize like a plot trail
plot, whole thing
but I would have to get that like word for word memorized, like that Napoleon Dynamite speech that I know.
Yeah.
Like I'd have to get it like that.
That would be
if
funny.
I could like not say any or any and just nerd out for like 5 minutes.
If you could give
it, the scene.
If you could give it and just be like staring into the crowd wide-eyed and be like, this scene where this happens and this goes down and then they're like this and then blah blah.
But there'd be like some deep.
And then right after that, you're like, also I've done foreplay. Trust me.
Like I know it's hard to believe now, but I've had sex.
Yeah. I feel like that would like be pretty good and add some extra time in.
Yeah.
But also, let's see. I feel like there might have been one point in there, and it might have been. I feel like when you wanted to say before play, you like started to say it, and then you like.
I was drinking.
Yeah, but I I mean, let's see what else. I liked the Let's Go on an Adventure.
I read that day.
Yeah, that was good. That was really good. Maybe
So, let's all try to figure this out together.
yeah, like maybe like if you instead of like I don't know, maybe this is only for a younger crowd, but like if you were like Vamonos, let's go.
I'd have to feel the audience out first.
Yeah,
Maybe if I had some jokes that kind of tested them before that.
Yeah, if you like did some like old cartoon jokes, like, did you guys ever watch Caillou?
We just got a letter. Wonder who it's from. Queefing. Does that fridge have ice in it by chance?
Probably.
Okay. You want to queue up something else to talk about, and then I'm gonna make us some cocktails.
Yeah, I'll cue something up. Are we pausing or? Okay. So, I went camping this weekend, and the spot that we chose to camp on was like maybe a foot like within a pretty wide creek, and the creek was like definitely like running high. And it was like one of those spots where there's like 2 or 3 feet like from the edge of the like ground that like our campfire's on down to the like the top of the creek, like the water level, but like it's all soil, right? So the creek's just like running up against that and like kind of taking away the underneath. And then so one kid's like standing on the bank fishing, and just like the entire top piece like gives way, and he like almost goes in and jumps off. And like this continues to happen like throughout the day, like of people standing like a little bit far from the fire, and like they and just like dirt, and like the level keeps like just coming back and back until there's like maybe like 6 inches from our fire pit to the maybe 8 inches, probably 6 is an exaggeration, 8 inches from our fire pit over to the maybe 10 over to the
like 8 inches.
Yeah, creek bed, exactly. No, it was probably like this much space from the fire pit, so like 10 to 12 inches, somewhere in there. And it started out like 2 feet, and it just kept falling. But
that's average.
This one kid, he comes up and he goes to like sit down in a camp chair, and I'm just watching this all happen. And he sits in the chair, and he just misses the ground with 2 of the legs, and it's like 11 p.m. pouring rain in like pretty cold weather, and he just fucking tumbles down into the creek like onto his head with the chair. And he gets out, and he honestly had a really good attitude, and I was very impressed, because I would have been fucking livid and just like done probably, and just like got in my truck and gone home.
Tumbling with a chair is not fun.
No, especially into a fucking creek.
Can we acknowledge how fucking perfectly I poured that?
That is like, oh, it was almost like beveled over.
See it drip onto me? All good.
So I liked Monica Nevi's sets a lot.
I did too.
I thought she was
Did you
hilarious.
see the joke that she workshopped at the open mic the night before?
Mm-hmm.
I did too. I don't remember what it was at the moment, but
There were a couple jokes that she used at the open mic that I noticed. Like she definitely used the Grangeville one. She didn't go full into it though. That she did the open mic, she did it a little differently.
her podcast followed me and us.
And us.
Dumb pitches.
Dumb Pitches. That's such a fucking awesome name.
Yeah.
I love it. So should we go over some of these bookings?
Wait. When she told the joke about her kid saying like when he thinks he's a thug, but he doesn't know how to be a thug or whatever, and she's like, he always comes in the room like, fuck yeah, I like musicals. And then you and all your friends are like, ah! But at me.
I don't know how all of them know that you love musicals.
It wasn't all your friends. It was the one of your other friends that I knew.
Meg, probably, maybe.
I think so.
Yeah.
Honestly, they all started talking very heavily throughout the first portion of the show, and so I tuned them all out.
No, yeah, they were
'Cause that was rude.
They were whispering back there, and I was like, guys, you're like the majority of the crowd. You can't do this.
You're making this a show.
I
So
literally turned around and I went like, shh to them.
the day after Monica put a picture up, and it was just like, come to tonight's show. Last night was really fun, but in her hashtags, she had hashtag mommy.
That's so funny, dude. That was hilarious, honestly.
Where are you guys from? We're drinking wine.
I didn't realize they all got that drunk at the winery. I had more wine. I'm also like 100 pounds heavier than all of them.
You said it.
I have lost 10 pounds since last week.
Oh, yeah, you have a bike now?
Yeah, literally just from riding my bike around for like 4 days.
If somebody that you know asked you for a ride and they didn't mention that they had a mountain bike with them until you got there to pick them up, is that a dick move? Samson?
Is it raining?
Doesn't matter.
You offered
I know.
the night before.
You were saying that it mattered. You wanted a ride because you were drinking, not because you only had a bike.
No, I said it because it was raining.
You said you were watching the rain.
No,
and then you asked me, can I drive? Implying, had I drank too much, that I could drive to you? You did not mention once that you had a bike.
That's not. In my mind, I was drunk, and I was implying, "Can you drive?" As in, "Are you around your car?" Well, no, I was asking if you were sober enough to drive because.
Let me just consult the fucking archives.
I feel like I said it was raining. I probably did not mention I had my bike, but I felt like it like. In my mind, in my dumb drunk mind, I was like, "Oh, he offered to drive me and my bike home the other day, so he can definitely like throw the bike in there."
So let me go before.
And it fit well. It fit just fine. You were not happy, I could tell, but it fit just fine.
So doors opened at 7, and then at 6:10. Previously, I had told Samson, I'm probably going to leave at like 5:45, just because I live so close to the venue. It's convenient for me. It makes sense. But then you said, I told my friend I'd hang out with her, so I'm going to do that before the show. I said, that's okay. To quote what I said, do yo thang, BB.
Mm-hmm. Very loving.
Then at 6:10.
Very accepting and open to...
Do whatever you want, man. You don't have to pregame with me. Just go to the show.
And I did.
You did, yep. I know that. Right there. 6:10 rolls around. Samson, hey, me, sup, D? Because I'm fun.
I was really trying to like code it on like, will you please pick me up?
Samson, drinking wine, watching the rain. Can you drive? Me, I can. You, what are you doing? Also, when are you thinking... Oh, so I didn't tell you when I was leaving. Also, when were you thinking of heading to the show?
When you texted me what time you were heading to the show, I was like, that seems like early.
Yeah, you should know that's what I'm about. Anyways, what were you thinking? When were you thinking of heading to the show? Me, I'm just watching TV. I was thinking of leaving around 6:45.
Doors open at 7.
Yep.
Show starts at 8.
I wanted to get drinks and get comfortable.
Okay.
That's what I'm about. Samson. Oh, damn, really? Separate text. Word. Another separate text.
That's how I text, in separate thoughts.
Will you come pick me up, maybe? And then the emoji of the watery-eyed guy.
The smiley one or the, like...
Yeah, they're... whatever fucking that one is.
Oh, yeah, that's the new one.
Me. Goodness. Separate text. Yeah, I can. Samson, thanks. I meant here. Me, I'll head out and then...
Sorry, I should have told you I had my bike. It was raining really hard.
Not once did you mention a bike.
It was raining really hard.
I had an umbrella.
I could have, like, signed that on. Need a beer.
Barman?
Do you need a beer? Oh, you got a drink.
2 for 2.
Yeah, for sure. No, I mean, I feel like the bike thing probably could have been mentioned. Like, hey, I'm on my bike.
Put it like that. You know what kind of car I have.
Yeah, it fit.
Don't pull that shit. Will it fit? That's the same as you drive terribly, but you're like, but did you die? What?
Hi, Marco.
course. Wait. Sniff it. Sniff it. I want the sound.
Marco, come here, sniff this. Sniff it. You little weirdo. Why aren't you sniffing things? You're a weird dog.
Why are you sniffing things that I shove into your nose?
Come here.
She's got a hurt foot.
Oh, does she?
Yeah, she tore a new claw off.
I thought you had the rolled ankle. Right
Couple
on.
of guesses. Marco, go outside.
Eye for an eye.
She's had sunshine.
That was Papa getting his whiskey and his beer.
D-man.
Big D. BDL. Big Dick Large.
CDL. Commercial driver's license.
DB. Delta Bravo. Douchebag. Jabroni.
Anyways, you were saying?
I was saying happy National Autonomous Vehicle Day.
Oh my goodness, I was about to say, what, like a Subway?
No. I was thinking more like Tesla.
Is that, or is it semi-autonomous?
Well, some of them have the full self-drive, and some of them do not.
To me, fully autonomous is, there's not even a steering wheel, so you don't even have the
Subway
option.
has a conductor.
I know,
Hits the brakes.
but like, there's the tracks that keep it lined up.
It's not autonomous.
I know,
Maybe
but like,
in
it
Japan,
seems
they
more
have a lot more
autonomous than a
autonomous things in
Tesla.
Japan. They have a lot more autonomous things in Japan, I feel like.
Maybe.
Japan's like the ultimate technologically advanced country, in my opinion.
I feel like that shouldn't be an opinion-based thing. That should be a
now
fact.
that you put it like that, you're right, but you know what? I don't care.
Why don't you look up what country is the most technologically advanced? And if it says like Kansas, I'm going to be pissed.
That's not a country.
I know, but you know, just
whatever.
laugh with me, and I'm going to go to the bathroom.
Finland. Fuck. Finland ranks first in the world, ahead of the USA, as the world's most technologically advanced country, according to a report compiled by the United Nations Development Program. Fucking Christ. Why isn't it Japan? This is bullshit. Japanese, what are you doing? What are you doing? I don't know what accent that is, but I like it. Wait, what country the fuck is that? South Korea?
The most technically advanced is what?
Oh, wait, I just fucking... Okay, so there's
Go
two
off.
different reports, baby.
Yeah.
There is this report from the worldpopulationreview.com. Not sure how reliable this source is. There's also one from cordis.europa.eu, which I feel like is also not true because of the way that it's just European countries. So Finland is the most technological country
How?
in the
What do they got that we don't? Mountains?
the Europeans.
Oh. I should have let you finish.
Okay, top 10 countries for... Oh, this is for tech... What the fuck is the difference between technological expertise and being the most technologically advanced?
I don't care how much they know about it. I want to know what they have.
Okay, hold on. Okay. So this one, cordis.europa.eu, says Finland, the world's most technologically advanced country, UN report. Finland ranks first in the world ahead of the USA as the world's most technologically advanced country, according to the report compiled by the United Nations Development Program, UNDP. The report compared 72 countries and analyzed them based on a TAI, which is a Technological Achievement Index.
So,
It looks at factors such as technological skills of citizens, the extent of the internet use, and ability to use technology in a network economy.
nah, that's not what I mean.
No, that's
I
not what I'm
mean,
talking about
do
either.
they have more cool? Do they have like sex dolls that move every body part?
Okay, so here we go. This is what you want then, the World Population Review. Top 10 countries for technological expertise. Number 1, Japan, baby.
Okay. Because why? They have. What does Japan have that we don't?
Let me.
Because there's a hologram Michael Jackson show. Do they have something cooler than that? Probably.
Okay. As previously mentioned, there's no standard or universally accepted method for determining the most technologically advanced nations on Earth.
Yes, there is.
They say there's not.
Who's they?
I don't know.
Well, let me make sure we're recording.
That's a good idea. It says here. This is stupid. I don't understand this. Maybe I'm too dumb.
Maybe. But also maybe not. Because to me, technologically advanced means just you have more technology.
What? Well, I mean, Japan is definitely, in my opinion, the most. I know that doesn't matter, but they have like the fucking super fast trains, right? That drives themselves, and then they also have like the car fucking elevators everywhere that like park underground and shit. And they also have vending machines with panties. What's more technologically advanced than that? Dirty panties in a vending machine?
Well, the only thing that comes to mind is when you said car elevators that take you underground. That sounds like a de-elevator. Because I've never heard of I've heard of an elevator that takes you up really high and then down maybe 2 floors below sea level. But what are you showing me, Jamie? It takes them up. That's cool. Okay. You're right.
And it like takes them up and then like fucking shoves them into a spot. Look at that, how crazy that shit is.
No, that's cool. That's pretty cool. I've never seen that here.
No, definitely not. You can't find that shit here.
We've got parking garages, but that's bullshit. We need parking lockers like
Yeah.
Japan has.
What else does Japan have? Japan
Soju?
tech. Oh, dude, they also have these bathrooms, like on the streets of Tokyo that are like fucking crazy.
Bathrooms on the streets of Tokyo that are crazy.
Maybe
And-
it's not Tokyo. Maybe it's Denmark.
Oh, that reminds me. The other day, I went out to a bar. I had, like, not that much urinal anxiety. Not to brag.
Dude, hell yeah. That's
get
sick.
it?
I'm proud
Bad.
of you. Okay, so we have.
Do these street bathrooms prevent that? Because that might be securing my next vacation. If they got bathrooms in the street that would, get rid of my urinal anxiety.
Look at that
What?
one. You gonna have any urinal anxiety in that tree toilet?
Is that a window right there? Because I definitely would if that's a
Okay,
window.
what about these transparent toilets?
Well, I can see in them, and we're from the outside, and I can see in them.
Hey, guess what?
What?
When you turn on shit, it looks like this.
Can you see that there's a person in there?
No.
Because I can see the outline of the toilet still.
Yeah, but you can't.
And
like,
that's a sink.
see
That's
anything
another
Other
sink.
than that.
I just don't want that.
Okay,
because
see,
you know
look,
what?
this is a better picture of it.
Honesty hour. Your boy generally sits when he pees.
That's cute.
I know. But it's also like, you know how much time you have, dude?
They just have a lot more public restrooms than us. Okay.
You gave that, like, no thought. And first of all, it either means you're very progressive and you do it too, or second, you just didn't hear me.
Sorry, I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
I said that I sit when I pee, and I feel like most people,
No, I
if they
didn't hear
heard
that.
that,
That's
they'd be
cute.
like, what the fuck?
I don't know. I feel like it's the only problem I have with it is you're probably gonna be more prone to hemorrhoids just 'cause you're sitting down more.
It's like 15 seconds.
Yeah, but I mean it adds up.
Because the reason I started doing it is because one time at some point in the past, I can't even remember, somebody said, when you sit, it's better for your bladder, and it can help prevent like prostate cancer.
What? Really?
And then I just started doing it, and I was like, this is so much. I
nicer.
totally get why girls do that. This is so much. I mean, aside from they kind of have to. But I'm doing it by choice, and holy shit, is it better.
You haven't found a bowl yet that's like too small and like your dick like hits like the
My dick
fucking
hits
thing.
the end in the toilet at my house. But I still do it.
Like holding it down.
No, I just sit really far back. Like, my asshole is like up against
You don't sit facing the tank when you put your little cereal and comic book on.
No, dude. Like, look. Look, Mr. Asthma.
All right.
I'm tall and I'm skinny. You make your own conclusions with what that means. But I will say that my dick does
you
hit...
fall in.
No. My dick does hit the fucking bowl of most toilet seats. Okay?
All right, tall guy.
But there's a strategy to it that you don't know, and I don't want to tell you now. Because what do you fucking care? You don't need it. Because you probably stand. You fucking...
I do stand most of the time because I usually have to pee so bad.
Why do you let yourself get to that point? That's how you get a UTI or a kidney stone or
That's
something.
okay.
No.
I just work really hard.
Hey, what?
Not trying not to pee.
What are you watching?
Nothing. That is the only
That's
good
all
part.
I wanted to
That's
hear.
the only good part for sure.
Okay.
Okay.
About me, because
It's just such a catchy like
that part
little-
with not the context for beginning where he's just like, oh, we're talking about your skin and your chin and your sins and your whatever rhymes with skin. That part I don't really jive with, but that chorus, I
Chorus-
fuck with it. Toby,
Of course, it's fucking sick.
what's
dude.
Toby Keith up to?
You know, just being a misogynist.
Is that a thing about him?
Yeah, my mom hates him. I don't know. I like him though, not like as a person, but like as a musician.
Oh,
like-
what is your mom?
Because he slandered the Dixie Chicks at a CMT Music Awards for being like too liberal, and my mom is a fucking huge Chicks fan. They're
Say
called
less.
the Chicks now.
No, I
by the way.
understand. I get it.
Yeah, so I mean, anyone who slanders the Chicks can go to hell. National Macaroon Day.
I'm not huge on macaroons.
Really? How many macaroons have you had?
Upwards of 8.
They're good, in my opinion.
Yeah.
All right, what about?
I don't hate them. I just...
Let's move on. I don't like macaroons enough to talk about them.
Fuck you! I didn't even say that. What you said was way worse. I just said I'm not huge on them. You said I don't really like them.
No, I don't like them enough to talk about them. Is what I said. You didn't let me finish.
Fuck off.
Meditation Day. Did you meditate today?
Not even a little bit.
Me neither. All right, let's move on.
Good point. Good point.
World No Tobacco Day. Fuck that.
I know what I
That
just
one's
did.
reaching.
I know what I just did makes me look like an advocate for that, but I prefer the plant.
Yeah, me too.
I want it from the dirt.
Yeah, me too.
I know it's not chill, but like tobacco's nice, man.
It's a good drug, dude.
Like I don't smoke cigarettes, but I do. I like tobacco.
Yeah.
I don't chew it and I don't smoke it.
So speaking of having to
Frequently.
pee really bad, call back. I gotta go.
Yeah, I'll explain what I said to the Dare audience. Wait, before you go, can you make sure it's recording?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah,
Nope,
it
right
is.
there.
You're good.
Okay, cool.
57 minutes.
So I said that I don't smoke tobacco. I have, and it's rad. Whenever I'm on a film set if I'm playing a character that smokes cigarettes, honestly, I get a little bit pumped because that means for character research, I get to smoke cigarettes. And the cigarettes are nice. Cigarettes are awesome. But they're not good for you, and so I don't smoke them. Unless your boy's contracted. Then I'll rip them all day. But if it makes it better, I smoke, like, if I'm doing that, they're like American Spirits, so they're like diet cigarettes. And this is Samson's. But, you know, when in Rome, when in Dome.
How was it?
You missed it. I was really funny.
Damn it.
On this episode of Dome Chasers.
Dome chasers. What's necrotizing fasciitis?
What?
Fasciitis. Necrotizing fasciitis.
I know what
Awareness
plantar
Day.
fasciitis is, but...
Okay, I'm gonna look it up. Necro. It sounds like a sleep thing.
Oh, you're looking at that screenshot I put on the,
Oh yeah.
the docket.
Yep.
Yeah.
A rare bacterial infection that spreads quickly in the body and can cause death. Damn. Okay.
You need to finish your drink.
It's a flesh-eating disease.
That's no bueno.
I can't have another one or I won't be able to drive home. Well, actually, this is pretty light.
Yeah. Did we ever talk about it on a podcast that time where I fainted in front of you? Or not in front of you, but around you, but I don't think you noticed till I told you about it later?
I don't think we did talk about it, and you're going to have to remind me a little bit about it because I faintly remember.
Because I think it's a good story. Nice. It's a good story.
No, it definitely is. I remember it faintly.
I'll
like I
tell
said.
it how I've been telling people.
Okay.
First. Can I get it right up to the brim again?
Wow.
Basically.
That's very perfect.
Okay, so not this Christmas, but last Christmas, we were both in Boise, and you came over to my place.
Yep.
And we found that Inspired Media website where they put like pretty much every ski movie ever.
That's
up.
right. That's right.
And there were it was like alpha, or no, it wasn't alpha. It was by like date,
Year.
chronologically.
Yeah, it's chronological order.
And whatever, I forgot what year it was, but there was a movie that we watched called The Guatemalan Impaler.
Yes. Oh my god, I remember this now.
And like
That movie was fucking so raw, dude.
it was
like,
raw as
it
shit.
was like the punk rock of like freestyle skiing era, and it was like full blown fucking like people taking shits on half pipes.
Yeah.
And being like,
But
wait,
also,
what did he
it
say?
was like every the Guatemalan Persuader. That's what it was called.
Yeah.
But not Invader. But it was also every like professional skier, like big. I mean,
Big-
not that any
big
huge.
when we were kids.
Yeah.
Like big when we were
Like-
kids. Like huge when we were kids.
Dumont, Wallish, all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And,
I think McConkey was in it for a little bit, wasn't he?
there's a good chance he was.
Tanner
But
Hall
there
was
were-
definitely in it. He was very young, I remember.
Like, I don't want to make excuses to myself for why I fainted. The one I have is that I had like 2 drinks before you got to my place. We were drinking hot toddies, and because healthy, and I guess I hadn't really eaten, but
Yeah.
in my head I feel like it was just because I saw something gross and it made me faint. 'Cause
That's what I thought it was too.
it might have been.
I think that's what it was.
But throughout the whole movie, there was a bunch of there'd be like the skiing portion, and then a scene that was really really gory, and that would separate like a
they
park
weren't
scene.
real though, were they?
No.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing: the first 3 or 4 that they had in that movie seemed real.
Yeah.
It'd be like
Yeah, that's true.
like a guy breaking his leg, and there'd be blood everywhere, and that's something that like somebody would like knuckle a jump really hard,
Yeah.
and there'd be blood everywhere, and I'd be like, okay, gross. That seems like a freak accident kind of thing, but it can happen, and I can wrap my brain around that. But from what I've gathered, I went to the bathroom during this one scene that gave away that it was really real, that all of those were really fake. Like one of the ones I remember, a guy was on a scooter and he like slipped on the ice, and he like kind of face planted a little, but it wasn't hard. But like he got up and his face was super bloody, and I was like, oh shit, this is a fucking movie.
Yeah.
But then I went to the bathroom during a scene that I think you saw, where a guy like he cut his finger off, but it was just really obviously fake.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
But the scene after that I did see was a guy who he like hopped up on a rainbow rail and nutted himself. And I've done that before. Mm-hmm. It hurts a lot.
Yeah.
But it's also when I see like a nut shot like that.
Thinking about this makes my stomach hurt.
Well, but it's also like when I see a nut shot like how that was, it didn't seem like it seemed like it would hurt, but it wouldn't be like life threatening.
Yeah.
Like if you'd be hurting for 10 minutes and then you'd get over it and keep taking laps. But the guy, he got off the rail, and the whole time he's like, doing the noise.
Yeah.
And then he, like, reached in. The way he reached into his pants, as soon as his hand went into his pants, he took his hand out and, like, started jerking around like he had actually, like, ruptured something. Yeah. But, like, the way he did it, it made it look like he actually, like, touched his organs. Mm-hmm. Like, he was like, no, don't put your hand in there, because infections. And then he reached into his pants, and he pulled out, which we found out in the credits, was like a grape.
Yep.
Wrapped in like, that they put ketchup on or something.
Ketchup and like, it looked like almost like hamburger meat or something. Like
he took that and he threw it into the snow. But from what I had seen, it looked like he pulled one of his fucking balls out of his pants, threw it in the snow, and I was like, oh, fuck. But that wasn't where I fainted. But like 5 minutes after that, I got up to go to the bathroom again, and I went to the bathroom, got up, and what I think happened in my head is just that scene psyched me out enough to like thin out my blood to just make me super lightheaded. Yeah. And it got to where like, you know when you're not quite fainting, but you're not conscious all the way, so you can like lower yourself down to not hit your head on something. Yeah. I did that in my like bathroom area. You were in the living room still. And then I, regained composure, went into my room to grab something, then it happened again, and I got like another head rush. And I so my bed was far away, and I was like, you just gotta make it to your bed. You're gonna pass out, but you gotta get to there. And I tried, and the top half of my body hit my bed, and I had two guitars leaning on my wall. And the top half of me hit my mattress, and it bounced me off, and then I bounced into both of my guitars. And they went twang, twang, wow, wow. And I was just laying there for like 2 minutes, and I was like, clearly Samson heard that.
Oh my god.
Because that was loud as fuck.
And I did not at all.
I don't think you did.
No.
So like I sat up, and I was like that cold sweat kind of thing, and just got up and went back and sat down.
You came out and you're like, I just fainted. And I'm like, what?
And I think all you said to like that let you know was that like, you did kind of look pretty uneasy.
He definitely looked, I remember you looking like pale.
Yeah.
And I thought you were going to the bathroom to puke, honestly.
Nah.
I just found this write-up about that movie when it came out from November 21st, 2003.
Guatemalan Persuader.
And
what year was it?
2003. And it says oh man, one of the lines in here says I just fucking had it. Where is it? Fucking Christ. Hold on. I'm looking. And I have to be honest, the juvenile antics of the movie's athletes don't make me laugh any less than an average episode of Jackass or South Park.
Oh, fuck off. That is way more raunchy than Jackass. Like,
and then, okay, here we go.
It's a good movie. Fucking go watch it. It's really good. There's some cool skiing in it. It's just know that those scenes between park and backcountry scenes are fake.
This scene. A real-life version of South Park's Mr. Hanky makes several appearances.
That's a good description.
That is a good description. As does a pet goat that Mercon and local skier Greg Tuffelmeyer brought in Colorado Springs at the beginning of last ski season. This is like a local write-up from like way back when, but Maybe not. It's for the Summit Daily. Richard Chittick. Seems like a fucking dweeb, honestly, the way he writes about it.
Richard Schlick.
But let's see. We also have the new Obi-Wan came out. I still haven't watched it though.
Oh, then I won't.
Yeah, can we not talk about it? Cool.
All I'll say is I've watched it like 4 times.
Okay, sick. I need to watch it tonight.
No more spoilers.
Fuck, I think this is good to end it.
Yeah, we've
been
gone
going
a little
for
over an hour.
Yeah.
Any closer offer things? What did we do in the last? We got kicked out for trespassing.
Yeah, we did get kicked out for trespassing. I hope you enjoy watching that happen and how fucking cordial I was.
She didn't want to be on the.
She didn't want to be on the podcast.
She could have been our first girl.
She could have been the first girl on the podcast for sure. I was thinking we could have. So my friend Addie called me yesterday, and she's moving back here. She just lived in Harlem for a year. I think we should have her on and interview her about her time in Harlem.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I've been to Harlem.
Yeah.
I'd be down to do that.
Cool. It might get kind of serial.
Okay. All right, wait. Do they have something to like promote, or is it they've just been to
They've
Harlem?
just been living in Harlem for like the last year and a half, and they're coming back to Boise.
I guess the last 2 guests we had nothing to promote.
They had nothing to promote. It was just our
What's
coworkers.
the point? After that, though, what's her name?
could.
After whatever. What's her name?
Addie.
After Addie, we should get people that like have something they want.
Yeah, like some kind of.
I mean, I know we don't have an audience, but like,
we're getting there.
the people that I've shown this to, they dig it.
We're up to 70 followers on Instagram.
That's
Shout
something.
out Instagram. We're up to, I don't know how many YouTube subscribers, but like the last few shorts have gotten a good amount of plays.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me, like this one, we can talk about this afterwards. But like just like how they get so many views like right when you post them. And then they kind of just like
Yeah.
go to the side. I don't know what to do to like. Maybe we should go comment on them with our personal accounts, and I'll throw them back in the algorithm.
It could be something like that.
I think because I know that like all the algorithms work. Like the more engagement you have, the more it shows you in front of other people.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Well.
Okay. Well, I guess we had a pretty good time, and we're gonna close off this pretty good show. And
Have a pretty good week.
and we'll see you next week.
Stay beautiful.
Hope you enjoy our closer song that we made.
I don't think we have.
Do we not have it? I thought we made it.
We have the lyrics.
But we don't have the song.
Yeah, we need more. We tried to acapella
Yeah,
the
we
instrumental.
Did it
but
not sound as good as we thought it did?
it sounded scary. Yeah.
All right. Let's stop.
Bye.
Bye.